And I choose a life that feels happy inside. So, so profound. And thank you, Sejilji, for saying this and reminding us that we need to choose what kind of life we want to lead. Let me ask you a very quick question. How many of you ever achieved something big? Maybe got into a great college, landed a promotion, bought something you've been saving for, and still felt empty. You can raise your hand if ever. If thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement. And like you got the thing, you posted about it, people congratulated you. But when you closed your eyes at night, something fell off. Hollow. Like you were performing success instead of feeling it. Here's what's wild. We have become incredibly skilled at building lives that look good. The right job title, the perfect Instagram aesthetic, the curated highlights. But how many of us are actually living lives that feel good? Not to others, not on paper, but deep inside, where nobody else can see. So today, we are going to talk about something that will change the entire game you have been playing. Let's explore living a life that feels good inside. But here's the problem: most of us are keeping score with the wrong metrics. We measure our worth in followers, in salary digits, in how many people showed up to a birthday party, and we judge our day by how productive we were, or how many tasks we checked off, or how impressive we looked. But here's the question nobody's asking. At the end of that productive, impressive, Instagram worthy day, did you feel peaceful? Did you feel light? Did you feel you? Or did you feel exhausted, anxious, like you're running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up and you don't know how to get off? Let me tell you about Priya. She's 28, works at a top consulting firm, earns well, travels for work, as has 15,000 followers. On paper, she's crushing it. But she told me something that broke my heart. I cry in office bathrooms. I haven't slept properly in months, and I can't remember the last time I laughed. Really laughed. External applause and internal, all chaos. But think about Arjun. He's a 12th grader, straight A student, debate team captain, already prepping for JEE. His parents are proud. Teachers praise him. But he, himself, he feels suffocated. Like he's living someone else's dream, playing a role in a movie he never auditioned for. So true success is internal harmony, not external applause. A beautiful life isn't the one that looks perfect, it's the one that feels peaceful when you close your eyes. So if you're using the wrong scoreboard, what's the right one? Simple: joy, contentment, peace, and lightness. So we need to learn to measure joy, not likes, contentment, not comparison. So here's what actually looks like in daily life. So you're scrolling Instagram, your school friend just bought a car, your colleague got engaged, your cousin is on another international vacation. The old you would spiral. Why is everyone ahead of me? Why am I even doing with my life? But the new you, the one who measures by internal metrics, asks a different question. Do I feel genuinely happy for them? And more importantly, do I feel content with where I am? Because that's more important. And if the answer is yes, that's success. That's wealth and that's freedom. Or imagine you're at a family function. Everyone's asking about your job, your salary, when you are getting married, why you're not settled yet. Now, this pressure is suffocating, and I'm sure many of you would have undergone. Now, the old you would either lie to impress them or feel defensive and small. But the new you smile. You answer honestly and you don't let their anxiety become yours because you know that your worth isn't determined by their approval. It's determined by whether you are living in alignment with your truth. So, that inner knowing, that's the scoreboard that matters. And here's another one. You're working late. Many a times we do that. Again, your manager praised your dedication, your teammates are impressed, but your body, it's tired. Your mind is foggy. You haven't seen your friends in weeks. You skip dinner to finish a presentation. The world says you are winning. But actually, are you? Because here's the reality check. When you live from inner peace, outer success follows naturally, not the other way around. You can't hustle your way into peace. You can't achieve your way into contentment. And you can't perform your way into joy. Peace first, and then everything else. So here's the big question: what actually makes the life feel good inside? And I'm not talking about big things. I'm talking about the small, quiet, ordinary things that make your soul feel light. For some of you, it's a morning walk, the sun on your face, no phone, just breath and movement. For others, it can be music, that one song that makes you feel alive. Or maybe it's laughter, full laughter, real, belly shaking laughter. Or maybe it's cooking, chopping vegetables slowly, the smell of jeera crackling, creating something with your own hands. Or maybe it's love, a hug from your mom, your dog's excitement when you come home, or a friend who texts thinking of you for no reason. But these things don't go on a CV. They don't get likes. They don't make you more successful in the world's eyes. But they make you feel human. They make you feel real. They make your life feel like it's worth living, not just enduring. So, feeling good inside is the ultimate achievement. It's not the award, not the promotion, not the validation. That feeling of achievement, that feeling of contentment. And here is what's tragic: most of us have forgotten what makes us feel good. We've been so busy chasing what we are supposed to want that we have lost touch with what we actually want. A teenager asked me recently, what if I don't even know what I enjoy anymore? My heart broke because that's where we have arrived. We're so disconnected from ourselves that we don't even know what brings us joy. So, how do we come back? How do we connect with the inner feeling of, yes, this is right, this is me? So, we'll start small. We start with one thing. And here's what I want you to do tonight: take out a piece of paper, write down 5 things that make your soul feel light. Not things that impress others, not things you think you should enjoy, things that genuinely make you feel alive, peaceful, content. Maybe it's simple walking barefoot on grass, as simple as that, or reading whatever you like. Maybe it's poetry, or a call to a friend, or dancing when no one's watching, or making chai slowly for yourself, or as simple as that, watching the sunset, or even playing with the pet. Just five things, that's it. And then this is the non negotiable part. Do at least one of them tomorrow before 10 a.m. Not after you finish your to do list, not after you've earned it, not when you have free time, before everything else. Because you matter, because feeling good inside isn't a luxury, it's the foundation. So when you start your day connected to what feels good, everything else flows differently. You're not running from anxiety, you're moving from groundedness. And that changes everything. So let me tell you something I wish someone had told me years ago. You don't need permission to feel good. You don't need to earn peace. You don't need to achieve enough before you're allowed to be content. You're allowed to feel good right now, in this body, with this life, even with its mess and imperfections and incompleteness. Because here's the truth, the life that feels good inside isn't waiting for you at the finish line. It's not hiding behind the next milestone. It's not unlocked by external validation. It's here, right now, in the small, sacred, simple moments you've been too busy to notice. So tonight, write that list. Five things, and tomorrow morning, do one. Not because it makes you more productive, not because it's on brand, not because anyone's watching, but because your soul deserves to feel light, because you deserve to close your eyes at night and feel peace, not just accomplishment. Because the end of your life, nobody is going to ask you how many followers you had, or how busy you were, or how impressive you looked. They're going to ask, did you enjoy it? Did you feel alive? Did you love well? And the only way to answer yes to those questions is to start now, today, this moment. So, the thing that makes your soul smile, take the walk, play the song, make the call, sit in the silence. Choose the life that feels good inside, because that's the only life worth living. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.